patient dog eats the fattest bone. And sex has a way of distracting you. Yeah, it's a distraction. And so I don't think I would tell any young person who has a purpose or has somewhere they're going to be.
Raising a girl child is one of the most difficult things to do. It's a lot. Today we are going to tweak it a bit from what you already know about YuceeTalks. We're going to go back in time, yeah? What are those things your mom or your dad may have said in the past that today you just look back and say, rubbish? Yeah, today with me again. I dragged that again today to come and tell me what her mom and her dad told her as a child. Me, as a child, her mom would say, this is Jesus. This is Jesus. Growing up, I'm like, I asked her one day, like, Mommy, how would you say breast is Jesus and your butt is Jesus? Did it help you or did it not help you? It helped me. So yeah, welcome, Madam Florence, again.
Thank you.
To another episode. Thank you for the last time. We learned a lot. I'm grateful that you made out time to be here again today.
Thank you.
So yes, what were those things your mom and dad said to you as a child?
I was told a lot of things, and I'm going to just touch the different areas. Once again, thank you for having me back here. It's always been a pleasure.
I know.
So, one of the things they told me, patient dog eats the fattest bone.
Are you patient?
So, this is not to discredit that advice. It was beautiful as long as it lasted. Or as long as it lasts, because to be fair, you can still apply some of that right now. But I realized that as an adult, the patient dog will not get any bone at all. Yeah. So there are certain things in life that you have to collect what it belongs to you, otherwise nothing for you. Yeah. That in that regard, yeah, things like that. Also, because we're in this season, this AI season, there's this thing that they say, what the elder sees. What the elder sees sitting down. Even if you climb
the tallest Iroko tree,
you will not see it. And the truth is, it worked while it lasted. And it works for the generation. In fact, it works for me growing up. But now, wisdom of the elders is on ChatGPT.
Joy, did you hear that?
So, yeah, and then you can just ask the guy. My bot is called Ari, so I can just say Ari, and then Ari will just do the wisdom that even the ones the elders know and the ones that the elders are yet to know. It will tell you. Now, this is not to downplay any kind of wisdom, but I'm just saying, a lot of times I've realized that what our parents advised us on were deeply rooted sometimes in trauma, which is good because it was their experience. It was a valid experience and they had to teach us from that experience. But the truth is it applicable now? Because there are certain mistakes that their generation made that it would be really, really foolish for someone in this generation to make. So yeah, that, and then in that regard, and then when it comes to cooking, no, I can't forget that one because I was humbled with it. When it comes to cooking, my mom taught me, I hate to slice onions. So when it comes to slicing onions, my mom made it look like this is the only way to slice onions. This is the perfect way to slice onions. And then I had to now live with someone. And then they said, go and slice onions for me. And I was chopping it. You know, we didn't necessarily use chopping board. Virtuous woman, you have to use your hand to cut it. So, and I didn't know that in this time that's chopping. But when they say go and slice onions, you're supposed to actually slice. And then I was arguing with this person that I was living with at the time that this is the perfect way. And I realized that my mom could have been wrong. But it was a humbling experience for me. And then one of the things that made me start becoming introspective about my foundation, about the things that I have been taught. And then, so when those words were echoed to me, I asked, is it valid? Is it applicable to me? I mean, this is what you do as an adult. Now that I'm full-blown adult, I manage my own affairs. But at some point, as a child, as a teenager, if you're listening to this, please, whatever they tell you, do it. Because it will help you. I know better now because I have had to deal with certain failures, certain victories, and then I know what's what. But if you're a startup with life, you don't know anything yet, please listen to everything they tell you. Oh, and then sex.
That topic.
God.
Sex.
Oh God. And this particular one, when I talk about it, I'm going to say what I'm going to do differently.
Okay.
So they told us that if a man touch you like this, you don't carry belly.
Yeah, she'd have gotten pregnant like 10 billion.
And so it made me really aggressive towards the opposite sex growing up, that I will not even let a man touch me. Because I grew up with the mindset that if a man touches you, you're pregnant. And then that thing broke in SS2. Because it was in SS2 in my own school. That was when I had to take biology classes.
Oh.
And that was when I understood what sex was. In SS2, I was late, like really late.
Too late.
So, and my reaction was anger. I was pissed.
I know, right?
Yeah, I was pissed. I'm like, why can't you tell me the truth? Why are you hiding? So this is what I'm going to do differently. As long as you can understand if you understand cartoon, you understand sex education, I will tell you. Because if you were not so, they will not put sex scenes and all that in children's programs now. So as soon as I know you have understanding as my child,
Yeah.
I begin to start telling you this is what
it is.
It is, yeah, from beginning. So
Talking about sex, yeah. I know as Christians there are lots of things to be said about it. Do you think our parents really handled that particular aspect very well? Because I wouldn't see a sexual person as a terrible person. You know, neither will I say someone that is not sexually active is actually the best of the best.
yeah.
Would you say that they handled it very well as regards training their girl child? Because I know raising a girl child is one of the most difficult things to do, because it's a lot. And I think that's where we even miss it as parents, because you see us paying so much attention to the girl child and leaving the boy child to suffer.
Yeah.
Just as much as a girl child needs sex education, a boy child needs sex education.
Yeah.
So do you think they failed in that aspect?
Well, I think they handled it the best way that they knew how to, right? So everybody is handling life the way it has come to them and how they think they are able to, and brand it as the best way. So I won't say they did well or they did not do well. They did it according to what information and to what ego could allow them, because there's some level of your ego that drops or comes to play when you're talking to someone, especially your child, about sex, because you're going to be explaining to them how they came. So, and society or whatever makes it feels like sex topic is a cringe, something we should just cringe about. I don't plan to continue that pattern. Sex is something anybody can talk about freely. Now, I am very big on people preserving themselves sexually, because again, you don't want to, as a young person, get into a lot of entanglements. You don't have any business being sexually active if you're not getting married or if you're not married. Yeah, so
are you saying this as a Christian, or you're saying it in general?
I'm saying it
because
generally.
I wouldn't want us to talk about this thing as a Christian.
Yeah, I'm saying this generally because sex has a way of complicating relationships. Now, because of the dynamics of how the different sexes, being male and female, we are. When a woman has sex with you, she expects some connection, some attachment. For a man, it's different. So I'll say to my child, you don't want to start what you cannot finish. So if you're having sex with this guy, sex is for enjoyment, is for procreation. Which of them are you looking for? And why do you want to do it now? And look at this person you want to sleep with. If you don't see yourself with him when you're old and gray, then why do you want to do that? So for me, it's not from a religious point. It's from spirit point, because as first of all, you're a human being, but you're a spirit. From a spirit, you don't want to contaminate yourself in a certain way. Yeah, and then I can always back it up with scriptures. But first of all, naturally, I don't think sex is something people should entangle, because you can't. What can be worse than you expecting something from someone they are not willing to give to you? As a woman, and we're on the receiving end, right? As a woman, you're on the receiving end. Your emotions are involved. Except then there are categories of women you're going to talk about. Oh, women that have sex without any those ones. I would rather not speak about them. Those are matters for another day. We'll talk about it, and truthfully, there are people like that. But I'll say, just the same. Right? Sex has a way of distracting you. Yeah, it's a distraction. And so I don't think I would tell any young person who has a purpose or has somewhere they're going to be focused. Sex is a big distraction, and it was created for enjoyment. It was created for procreation. And so if it's not on your path, why are you there? So yeah, we were told that whole story that they taught you like this, Otilo, you are gone. And I'm like, and then I realized, you mentioned the shock on my face when I realized in SS2 that it wasn't true. That you actually have to have proper sex. Like there has to be penetration, there has to be a broken hymen, and there has to be you even have to be in your fertile window to even be pregnant. And I'm like, so I'm going to do that differently. Oh, my children from early, they're going to know
So how early do you think you'd start teaching them?
As early as you can understand. Show me your eye. This is your eye. I will tell you the body parts. Call them the
This
name.
is what it is.
Yes,
as it is.
Yes, and then once you can comprehend conversations, I start telling you about it, and of course, I tell you not to let anybody touch you here, touch you there, and all that.
Okay. What would you say about our parents having to say that women are not supposed to work back then? I don't know what time. Now I'm a Gen Z. We are allowed to work now. We're allowed to work now, but I usually hear people say that while growing up, their mom or their dad didn't really pay attention as a woman.
Okay.
In terms of them acquiring the necessary education that they deserve. As after secondary school, they were asked to get married. Quite sad, but it happened.
I think in my case, it's different. I'm smiling because I remember, I think I was 17. No, I wasn't 17, because at 17, I was already in the uni. I was around 15. I had just finished writing my WAEC SS3 exams. And then there was this guy from the abroad that came. It is father. They came to our house. That they saw me and they really liked me. That they want to marry me for their son who's abroad. And,
They want to marry you for their son. Wow.
No, but to be fair, the boy came with them.
Okay.
The boy was like, at that time, probably 15 years older than me. Yes. Because this person was about 30, the person I saw. And like, so my mom was just quiet, and my dad said no. That his child will go to school. His child is going to be educated. His child is going to be everything that she wanted to be. And then the only time I knew that, I didn't even know what the conversation was. I just knew there were visitors in the house, and I heard that they came for me. And then my father just asked me, what do you want to be? And I said, I want to be a lawyer. And he said, and that's what you will be. And then asked me to go. And then, of course, I heard that they said, they were going to pay for my school fees down to any level. My father said,
They're going to buy. Is that what they mean? Not pay, because they are buying you.
And my father said, I can take care of my children. Right. And, and that ended it. So for me, it was different. And one of the things that my mom did when raising us was, there was no male, there was no female. As a female, I washed my father's car.
Me too.
You go drag generator.
I suck fuel. I'll go and pump.
Exactly. Yeah.
I change tire.
You change tire.
That's why I'm like this. See, it's not, if you are seeing this masculine part of me, it's not my fault. We used to carry gallon of...
We carry 50 liters
and
go
fetch water.
Go and fetch water.
My dad said, Obinaya, Sister, my tire is flat. Go and
Yeah, you
change. You
change
see me
it.
sucking
Yeah.
fuel
I
from the
can change
car to
generator
pour in the
plug.
generator.
Yeah, I can change
I
generator
change
plug.
bulb.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I can change
I don't
generator.
know what that man was trying to do with his female
No, he was
children.
building you. He was building you up. I can change generator
See our
plug.
life now.
I can service my car myself. I can service my car because I watched my father do it. Yeah. So, and then my brothers can cook.
Yeah,
So
of
those thing
course.
of, oh, I don't know my way around it. You can't do it. And I'll tell my brothers' wives because none of them are married. But if they can, I'll just say nobody should do selective, what's that, amnesia for you. They know how to do everything. Yeah, I just tell them they know how to do everything. So that was how we were raised. Then there wasn't really a thing about, oh, you won't go to school. My father made sure. Yeah, that we
Now you
did.
came in
Yeah.
school. I can even remember whilst I was 13. I think they started coming for my hand in marriage very early, as little as 13. And it's very sad that you think marriage is a means to an end as
Yeah.
parents
Yeah.
when you have kids, and you think giving them off in marriage very early would somehow, some way put food on your
No
table.
table.
Is really sad. And I'm very thankful for my mom and my dad that knew it better not to do that. As little as 13, I was 13 when a 46 years old man came for my, is it 46 or 50 something, came for my hand. I think I was at my auntie's house in Port Harcourt, and he came. I was so bitter. And I'm like, he's very rich. He can pay way for your family. You can just be I was like, at 13, I didn't argue. I've always not argued too much. I just wore left and right slippers. You know how you'd wear one
Yeah, two
slipper?
left legs.
I wore one very horrible short with torn shirt. My hair, I scattered that was when I knew I was supposed to be in Nollywood. So when they said, oh, because they had given me a dress to wear so I come out in a very particular fine. I said, no problem, I'll do that. When I came, the man screamed, this is a child now. Oh. I said,
Exactly.
so you man, my mom, when I told my mom the story, she was laughing. So I see parents do that intentionally. Imagine if I didn't come from this particular family. It would be an easy way to giving me off in marriage.
Yeah.
It's so sad. And till now, people still do it.
Yeah, I think it's very predominant around here in the South, where once a child is, I don't know how early, but I know once a child is done with their SS3, they're like, if you not go marry, go learn work. It's almost expected, like, you should start bringing some sort of revenue home. No be your mate's day, no be your mate's day.
There's no
all those,
mate in this thing.
Exactly, all those things. And yeah.
It's so sad. Even to the point of our parents then telling us, you need to get married at a certain age so you can have your children early. If you don't get married early, they said it's cold womb. Your womb will get cold. It's not that just
No.
please help me, viewers. Please, can someone's womb be cold? Because the things I hear.
No, I think at some point the only conversation, first of all, my house was a house where you don't talk about boys. How dare you? You want to bring boy home as how? So even up till now, I still have siblings that are not married, and they don't. I see my mom struggle to ask how far.
Yeah.
Because you never gave us the opportunity to have male friends come over or have people become part of our males become part of our friendship, growing up. So, so for us, it wasn't, we never had that, whole thing of, no, we never really had it. We're sane. My mom was, you go to school, you do your masters to any level that you want. And when you are ready, it's always been when you are ready to get married, you get married. And I think the only thing that they did was, you will not bring this social tribe, you will not bring social tribe, you will not bring that tribe. But I think they've outgrown, and they've outgrown it because realize that, oh, these people, they are like this. These people, they are like this. And then you get to realize, oh, that's one thing that they told us that I have had to unlearn. We're told that people from certain tribes behave a certain way. But then I've realized that there are bad people from every tribe, and then there are good people from every tribe. Yeah.
Then they will tell me to be wary of people from Ishan people that if you see snake and you see them, kill them and leave the snake. And I have an amazing person. Her name is Ruth. I met her in school, secondary school. She's an amazing person. I don't know if you're watching this, but you are simply amazing. There were times where I couldn't do a lot of things. My mom would say, "Are you sure this girl is from Ishan?" I'm like, "Yeah, she's Ishan." She's one of the sweetest soul to ever meet. She's in Benin. And I'm like, "Mom, you see, there are exceptions to these things.
Yeah.
Because someone hurt you in the past doesn't mean they are
They're
all like that.
Yeah.
You know, my dad would say any good men are very wicked. They are not trust. It doesn't always apply that way. You know?
For me, growing up, I was told Yoruba men. You get, but first of all,
Yoruba men, sha.
But-
Sha. Yoruba men.
Wait, I'm going. You not heard the last one. They told me Yoruba men.
Fela and Femi.
They told me my mom and my dad used to say Yoruba men are fetish. This one around. Guess where the tribe I'm from. Now we own Juju Amogoni.
Oh.
So you see that. So I try to let them know that there are good people everywhere, and then there are bad people everywhere. We only pray that we end up with good people. But
Yoruba. No, let's Sha say this Yoruba men. Yoruba demons. But Yoruba guys, what's up?
No,
why you put the money?
No, actually, well,
Okay, sorry. Our Dogo billion is one of.
Most of the Yoruba guys I have met are good people. Most of them are good people. So that's why I said, and good people are not scarce. Yeah, that's one thing I had to unlearn as well. Growing up, we were kind of caged. We were not allowed to have so much friends.
I've not really dated a Yoruba person. I'm not dated. I don't think I've ever dated like a mix because I'm very intentional about who I say yes to.
Yeah.
I'm very careful. I can just be friends with you, undefined.
No. I think that's one thing they told me, they told us. Oh, this particular people. For me, growing up and going to the university, I realized that everybody can be good and anybody can be bad. So that kind of opened up my mind to say, and to be fair, I could marry from any tribe. Yeah, I can marry.
Sorry, I can't marry from any tribe.
I can marry from any tribe.
I'm still very sensitive to any tribe. But I could pick some. I can be nice. Not any tribe, please.
But can you marry? Let's move on from tribe now. Can you marry any race?
Moving on. Moving on, please. Any race. That's too
I think at some point.
extreme.
Well, I think for me it's different because as a child.
Black American. Okay. I can do.
Oh, really?
Black
I can marry anybody.
With green card. Okay.
As a child, I always said I was going to marry a Yoruba man. I ended up marrying a Yoruba man. But if there was any backup in my mind, it was going to be a white guy.
Really?
Yeah.
You leave the country.
Straight
You
up.
stay there.
As long as the person doesn't have body odor, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you take your bath.
I'm not sure I'm really open to no. No, I love my Niger people. Too much.
Oh, really?
Too much.
No, I think I'm open to other tribes.
Too much. I'm not sure.
I'm open to people. And also I think one of the things that benefited that was, like I said, we were not allowed to have friends. So we were kind of caged.
Yeah.
They used to lock us up in the house and
Talking
go out.
about friends, really. I grew up in a home where I've never seen my mom with anybody.
Exactly.
I don't know how these people
didn't have friends.
Mom, I need to ask you this question. How did you survive? You had 5 children. Well, okay. I had aunties and church members come to support her when she puts to bed. But outside that, I've not seen my mom.
We do bridal showers now. We do ashrebi. We do all that. I never saw them do.
Till date, I asked my mom, so who is your friend?
And they'll beat around the bush.
Nka. I said, which was Nka? I'm like, who can I call today? Her best friend is her brother.
Wow.
Her best friend till date is her brother. He bought her car. If you see them together, he's widowed as well. Likewise, my mom. So their relationship now is even sweeter. So they console, you see them consoling each other. Okay, have you eaten? And I'm like, Mom, outside your family, who can I call
Yeah.
to say, please, can you help
Yeah.
talk to my mom? Nobody.
Wow.
For my dad, just one person. And they were business partners, of course.
My dad was the opposite. My dad had friends. My dad had friends in politics. My dad had friends. My dad was that guy that was a collector. So my dad had the army man, he had the priest, he had the politician, he had the governors, he had he had everybody. Yeah, my dad was, but for some reason, I don't know why my mom was. So
To
yeah, and that kind of influenced us. So I grew up weary of people because, this thing injected into your mind that people are evil, people are evil. But
not losing that fact too.
yeah, yeah, but growing up, I had to also unlearn a bit of that, and I realized that good people are not scarce. There are good people as much as there are bad
I
people.
think you only attract what you are.
Yeah.
I believe in that law of attraction. You can only attract who and what you are. I don't know. It's been working for me, and thankfully, I should be grateful to God
Yeah.
because a lot of persons do not get this easily. Because I'm not a very friendly person like what people you would usually see on my WhatsApp and everything. I'm very intentional when it comes to friendship because I know how much I love. I know how much I give.
Yeah.
I know the energy I give. So I get really pained if I'm not getting. I like us to. It should be mutually.
Yeah.
I know not beneficial, but
Like the energy should be responsive.
Yeah,
Like I should get some energy.
I can't give you 100,
and you give me 20.
You're giving me 20.
But there are certain times in friendship where somebody just has to give less, and the other
not
person
too less now. Abba,
well,
make up with something else. If at least you're not the call person, you're sending me text.
Well, in that regard,
except you are this person, are you that friend?
so in some, I'll use myself as an example. In some regards, I am the friend that's giving more. And when it comes to calls, guy, you have to call me because
I'm a terrible caller.
Okay, exactly. So when it comes to calls, I'm terrible. You have to call me. Not because I don't care about you. Oh, I had a friendship breakup recently, and it was because part of it was, oh, you don't call. If I don't call you, you don't call. And the funny thing is, I felt like this person did not take the time to look at me, ask me, right? Understand what my routine is like. It's very hard to not catch me on the phone, but if you call me, I'll pick. But that's out of my way because I realize I'm busy thinking about everybody and everything. I forget to call the people that I should be nurturing sometimes, so, but if it's been there for you, count on me. I'll give you 110%.
When I call you, that means you are so important because I'm terrible.
Yeah.
I'm very terrible. I care about people. I'm more of an action person. When I mean by action, I'm like, I give you
I'd rather show you. Yeah.
I'm showing you.
Yeah, I'd rather
I'm
show
there
you.
for you.
Yeah.
But I cannot come and text. I don't know how to do I'm not.
Yeah.
And my friend for instance, Mag. She's a call person. She wants you to check up. She wants you to text her. She wants you to, but I cannot be that person.
Yeah.
But I can be who I can be to you.
To you, yeah.
And you would love it. Love language is a differ.
Yeah.
So you cannot judge me based on how you feel love. I think that's what happens in marriages.
Yeah.
You can't judge me how you feel and express love. I feel there should be like a common ground to say, okay, this is how I show love. This is how I receive love.
Yeah.
So it now comes, okay, let me be intentional about doing these things so you really feel loved.
Yeah.
Not judging me.
Yeah. Talking about love languages now, it's one of the things that I had to grow out from at home. Back at home, it was tough love. It was tough love.
Tough love.
Like, not really fight. As in, can you just say this thing in a sweet way and I'll be a good child?
Never.
But you don't have to. We are not. Okay, so I think it was worse for me because I grew up, my dad was military, so everything was force. right? And
Not my
then
younger sister recently, sorry, saying, sis, can you just say please? I'm like,
I like will you
I like
will you
you, Gen Z. Come on, please. Sis, be nice. I'm like, sorry, where we were born
yeah.
is go and wash. I said, no, now, sis, you have to express love. Say, sis, Ami, can you please? I said, oh, okay. And if you don't do that, she's so sad.
Yeah.
So I got to understand that this is our generation, and because of when and the season she was born,
Yeah.
I can relate to that.
Yeah. But for us, it was different. So something I intentionally did, I realized that when I love people, I'm loving them with the same love because that's all that I know. The same. So I had to unlearn. And you know that thing of,
You say you're too hard. Your love is too hard. Like, which one is hard love? But
so there's one scripture that my mom will always use. Who the Lord loves, he chastises.
bam,
And
bam,
I'm
bam.
like, okay, yes, when the person has done wrong. But if I've not done anything wrong, why are you chastising me? Why not just love upon me? You know, that's balance. So it's one of the things that,
And even if you're chastising with love now.
yeah, one of the things I had to grow out from at home. Yeah.
Okay, come back to the things we were told in the past while growing up would be circumcising a female child. I can Mommy, thank you. If there's anything I should be grateful to my parents for, thank you, you did not remove something from my body.
Okay.
And I'm like, what?
Yeah, I witnessed one person being circumcised. I was young. I mean, I was
A female?
Yeah, I was about 10. And where we were living then, I remember when this girl was born, I saw them circumcise her. I remember I walked up and I saw, like, you know, that blue bath that they used to bathe children. I saw water filled with it and then there was blood. And I was like, what's going on? Like, oh, go away. And then I went to ask my mom, what was that they were doing to the child? My mom was like, it's female circumcision. And let me just put this out there because some people will say, oh, we don't cut. Using hot water to press a woman's vagina and clitoris to suppress those sex organs is same difference. I think it's wrong. I don't think anybody should do that to anybody, any child. Now, the down part of it is that girl. I happen to know her now as a married woman. And there was a day when she was posting, you know how people just post randomly, and she was talking about sex being overrated. And you know, you see all those groups on Facebook, you see people commenting on certain things, and you just know that, I know that this person was circumcised, and I'm like, wow.
Speaking from...
Yeah, I'm like, wow. Just imagine.
See what they
right?
deprived of.
Of
Something so beautiful.
Beautiful. That's what she has been deprived of. So that, for my parents, that was never done because it's not cultural for us. I don't think they... No, I not, it's not a thought. I know that they did not, but I see that when they are bathing newborns, they use hot water to try to, I don't know what that means, but try to...
What are they doing to what? Are they saying God that kept it there?
Kept it there, did not do it well.
Why would you even think of
Yeah, and all
harming
that
a child? Even piercing, I get really irritated. Even as little as circumcising a child, a male child, I'm like, why? Why do you need to circumcise a male child? But I know it's biblical, but why?
Even apart from being biblical, I have had to like speak to some males, and then my Muslim friend, I was asking him, he's like, the only reason why, not because he said if there was anything we had to like, well, I remember we were in law school and we're just having conversations, and the guy said if he had this way he would have been circumcised. And I asked him why. He said because death traps under the foreskin.
Oh.
Yeah. So imagine that you sweat and dead skin that's normally when you take your bath should go, that those things get trapped, that a lot of times when you take your bath, you have to pull back and wash and all that. Well, too much information, but I'm just saying naturally, circumcise a male, but why do women?
Please do not circumcise your female child.
Children.
Please, or children. Please leave them alone. Leave them the way God has created them. Those things our parents did in the past, we forgive them. For every circumcised girl child, we are sorry that you had to go through that process. It's horrible.
Horrible, yeah.
And yes, having sex with your partner as a married woman is pleasurable.
Yeah.
Do you understand? It's not overrated. And just take your time. You can heal from it, right?
Yeah, of course.
You just
can
need to put
go
your
to
mind.
therapy. Yeah,
Yes.
go to
Yes.
therapy.
I don't know how it is. I cannot really say much about how they feel internally, but I know it can be solved. It's something that you should talk to your partner about and see how best he can please you other ways.
Yeah.
If not through sexual meetings, there are other ways you can feel good and enjoy sex with your partner.
Yeah.
I know another thing they said while growing up was if you eat egg, if you eat more than one egg, you're a thief.
Hey, God, I beg.
My dad said that to me. I went to buy egg one time and I got two. I boiled it. I said, Jesus, you've started stealing. He said, started stealing how, daddy? He said, two full chicken. I said, it's two egg. It's egg, daddy. He said, it's two chickens. Two. But you're eating like this. Are you a thief? I said, I'm not a thief. Please, did anybody have this experience? Or you're having your meal and you tend to eat your meat first.
Oh yes, that. Oh yes, they made it feel like it was a crime.
Till now.
I broke out of a lot.
You broke out. You've been able to.
I will even buy. I might even start from the meat. Don't get me wrong, it wasn't so easy. In fact, it was in marriage that my husband. I'm like, why are you waiting? Why are you eating the meat last?
It's like a reward.
Yeah. Why eating the meat last? You can eat it first. So yeah, I know that one I broke out of it. I really, really broke out of it. It was traumatizing. And then they made us in a way, not generally, but even though they kind of balanced gender roles in my house growing up, there are certain things they made it look like as a woman, as a woman, as a woman, as a woman. God forgive me, mommy, no vex. The way I heard as a woman growing up, it was almost looking like, are you people sure that this as a woman is not it's not yeah, so yeah. And then I realized that growing up, everything mustn't be, a man can clean too.
Yes, please.
Yeah, a man can
Please, if you're a man and you don't know how to clean, you're a dirty person. Don't leave the job for a woman to do solely. You can assist, you can clean, you can wash, you can lay your bed, you can wash your clothes, you can change your undies, you can serve yourself. Do you know there are some men that are terrible? They can't even lift a plate.
I think they can. They
can't. I've seen someone that cannot.
No, but why can't you lift a plate?
No, you have to serve him. You have to serve. He's such a sports boy. Like, you have to serve.
Then one other thing they told us growing up was food that you put in the freezer is no longer fresh.
Yeah, but it's not fresh now. But it's not fresh.
No, but it's fresh, especially if it's frozen. Like something like food that you put in the freezer is no longer nutritious.
I don't enjoy food from the fridge though.
Please, I enjoy it. Food
you
is
do?
Food is food. So
once
you cook every time?
No, because I'm not a food person, if I cook today, I can't eat the food tomorrow.
Hey.
Because it won't taste same way. So I don't cook in large volume or quantity. Because my house is very full, so yes. But once I'm done with that meal, you hardly ever see me eat it again. Especially soup. The only thing I can have again is okra soup because that's my favorite. That's the only thing. For me, you see rice or anything, never, you're not catching.
For me, as long as I cook it, I'll eat it 100 times.
For real?
Yeah. I'll cook it 100 times.
Oh, yeah. But this whole thing about what our parents told us is just it's cliche. I just feel, just do the thing that works for you, basically.
Yeah, and I had to unlearn the fact that a man must not be the provider.
Yes. Yeah. And men are dying early.
A man must not be the provider.
They are dying early. So I can remember when my dad would say, don't you know that when you get married, you be the head of the family and you need to provide, you need to do this, you need to do that. You are putting them under duress.
Please, wait, sorry. That duress is important because we're not raising princesses now as men. Because
I'm just saying that they shouldn't put...
But you know this narrative too is what's enabling 50-50 men. Right? These men that come out to say, See, no doubt. I believe that a woman should support. I support my husband, but support should come from where there has been effort.
Of course now.
Yeah, but you see this thing now that you're saying is what has given birth to 50-50 men.
No, I'm not for 50-50 low.
Oh,
I'm only
okay.
saying don't put the pressure
On
if you have the means to support your
support,
spouse.
yeah,
No,
support.
But the man should not be lazy. I know the men of today, they are laid back. Yes, we see that a lot.
Yeah.
You see women taking the way women, if you leave us this time and era, we'll just take over the world and
Yeah.
the men will just sit back. I don't even know what's happening. I think they are more relaxed.
I think one of the things that I would say, I'm saying this from experience, how I watch my younger ones grow up. Yeah, I was privileged to see my younger brothers grow up with my dad. And my mom pampered my youngest brother. As in, when I mean pampered the guy. And then I think we just know that in the house, the guy is untouchable.
Is it last?
Yes, the last. Until one day, my father changed it. And I saw what that did to him as a young person. He built mental resilience. He built character. He built physical strength. He built psychological balance. Like my father grew up, but my father never hit any of us. But that child, then beat and way. Because I now saw that these 50-50 men and these lazy men we're talking about, they were enabled by someone. Mothers especially, yeah.
Or women that they
Women that they were enabled. So,
well, anyway, let's see how we can wrap this up and let me hear those things that you were told as a child or whilst growing up. I have loads of them. Like if I start naming it for you. In fact, it was in school that I learned that this is called breast and this is the butt. And the minute I asked my mom said, that was the best one she gave to me. She said, it's breast, but it's not Jesus that created the breast. I said, it's Jesus. Then who created Bum? I said, Jesus. But mom, is not Jesus. This is not Jesus. This is breast. This is Bum. Let them know. It's best that they build their trust with you than them having to build it somewhere.
And what you don't teach your children, the world will teach them recklessly.
Recklessly, they'll mess them up. I don't want them to be devoured by those vultures. Because now, this time and era, there are a lot of them outside. And if you're not giving them the right information, they will give them even the one they don't need at the time. So please, parents, let's tell our children the truth, what it is. This is what it is. And whilst they are growing up, try to give them books to read. Try to show them what to do. Teach them the path to go. Because once they grow old, they will not depart from it. So do you have your final words for our viewers?
I'd like to say that one of the ways we can improve the world and better the next generation is to not repeat the things that our parents did. And I would like to say, for every parent and intending parent, grow yourself, grow in the knowledge of what life is, and be at liberty to share it with your children, because what you don't teach them, the world will teach them recklessly.
All right. So you have it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. Again, I think we'll invite you again. I think I vibe with you a lot.
Thank you.
Okay, now Gen Z, I don't know what you said with that, but we'll invite you again and again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, did you? Of course, my viewers, they know her now. She's the Odogu Pararan's wife. Odogu 1 billion. Yeah, this is Mrs. Florence Taiwo. Thank you so much.
Thank you to you.
She's one of the best and finest legal practitioner in the world.
Yes,
so if you have any legal matters, any legal issue, please do well to reach out to her. Do you have a Facebook account and Instagram?
Yes, I have. My law firm is on Instagram, but of course, because of the rules and practices, I'm not allowed to give adverts. But if there is any need, they can always reach out to me through you, and then
you could send a message, or we could just drop her email in the comment section, and you can always do reach out to her. Please start with the will, like she said in the previous episode. Do everything intentionally now. Everything you need to do, start doing it now. No excuses. Until next time, my name remains Yucee. Thank you.
Thank you.